guys, that's my wife. If you need washrooms, refreshments, if you need some plants, if there's any ATPs here right now, I bring some plants out. You know what I mean? We were planning to do our own protest as well. I heard through a guy by the name of Matt that you guys were doing something, and I just caught when my wife just called me and said you guys are protesting. I've been, Rocco Galati, Mr. Young, he doesn't want to take the case, but there's people looking into the matter with regards to constitutional matters, civil issues. The tenant in question, who was the constituent that made the complaints, breached a termination of lease. Mia, she said that the place smelled like marijuana. She had been there for almost 2 years till it started to smell of marijuana. Basically, I think her business wasn't doing very well, so she was paying a high lease. She was able to negotiate a lease that's 2 doors down that was cheaper. I just want peace in my household, so what I did is, as a reasonable business person and landlord, I think responsibly, I terminate the lease. I put a mutual release in there, I put a confidentiality clause to not discuss any prior, present, future business dealings that we've had, and I believe I have evidence with regard to Michelle Simmons' Twitters, Facebooks, that there's more to this. This is strategic, this is a platform for Ms. Simmons to try and get reelected within this constituency.
Well,
another thing is,
you guys are busted.
Check this out. November 2009, I was the first constituent to complain because of these anonymous complaints. I don't have to open my door to anybody unless they have a warrant. But to prove that I've always been in compliance, I've opened the door. Local law enforcement, 41 Division. It proves that Miss Simmons has never called 41 Division because I had a meeting with Detective Sergeant Barsky.
Michelle Simson.
And regardless.
No, she's got a personal vendetta.
There's a big issue here. On the complaint of one constituent, I opened my garden, I invited her, I said, meet the federal exemptees, meet my family. I have a 4-year-old and an 8-month-old daughter.
Yeah.
This is completely ridiculous. This is
Even if you want to tour the
constitutional,
garden
this
right
is
now,
civil,
he's
this is
willing to go
privacy,
with
this
you
is
right now.
security, and I believe, to the average reader of the Toronto Sun, no, my garden's not compromised, but if you're in the neighborhood and you know who I am, it's
I know, why not you
compromised.
put a
I
note on the door?
got people coming up to me asking for marijuana.
You got an unsecured pharmacy grow in here.
I got people posting bills to my door, which have, may I note, there's a criminal harassment filed with 41 Division on our behalf with regard to investigating this matter, and Michelle Simmons is a suspect.
Yeah.
And at this point, you guys, I've been on the forums, MedPot, treating yourself. I've been on your forum, and all I can say is I've been asking people for help. Write her, copy Dalton, copy the editor,
Well, now
do
that we know,
whatever you can.
I mean, we don't. I even talked to some people in the Liberal Party, and no one really knew where she came up with this and why she was doing it. And,
Off one
now that we
constituent
know that
complaint.
it seems like she's personally attacking you. And frankly, we're going to tell everybody that's exactly what's happening.
You guys have my support. I appreciate
And
you
dude,
doing this for me
they're
right
doing
now.
this to hundreds, if not thousands, of medical marijuana. They're going around doing these weird ways.
You
of
guys
getting
know I'm
it.
going to be one of the first people to be inspected. You want me to tell you something else? June 13th, June 12th, Ms. Simmons attended the grand reopening. This is some conflict of interest there. I have pictures on Twitter. June 13th, I supposedly get an anonymous complaint that I have 350 plants in my garden. Supposedly. So 41 comes down. I go through a little fight with him because I didn't want to open the garden based on that another complaint. I have a log stating all the times that anybody's ever come to the garden that did not have legal access there. I stated there's not that plants. He went downstairs. I showed him 27 plants, not 350. Is it strategic? She's trying to catch me doing something that I'm not supposed to be doing, so she can use me as further evidence saying, look, abuse.
And that's what her argument is in the news.
The next thing is this RCMP. This thing has never been, with regards to the 2009 investigation of 70 MMAR licensee holders who have supposedly used the system in their benefit. There's 7,000 ATP holders, PPLs, and DGs in Canada. 70 is a small number. She basically had the opportunity. How do you table a bill with not even talking to federal exemptees?
Yeah.
Because she's
How?
absolutely out of touch.
In her article, she doesn't even talk about contacting Health Canada. So what that tells me is that either or, Health Canada talked to her off the books, right, or wanted nothing to do with her bill.
Yeah.
Because Health Canada would be endorsing
Well, her
it.
bill's absolutely unconstitutional. I mean,
Regardless,
that's
we
purely
have-
And this is
simple.
an attack, absolutely.
We have
This is not
bigger
meant-
issues than regards to smell or disclosing our business. I own the building. I own it.
Are you here to complain about my MP? That's good. I was
No,
actually.
this is
She's
guy
my
from the
MP,
store.
I'm
Yes,
constituent
I'm the
too.
constituent here too, and thank you for
Yeah.
speaking out
No,
on
she's
this.
basically, this whole bill came out of her attacking this guy.
You know what I mean? My
It's his
family.
growth.
I've called this office many times with these issues,
Right?
so.
She's tweeting yesterday on her account about how she's getting positive feedback. I have over 30 letters
Positive
from forum
feedback, well-
members
I hope
This
she
is
realizes
disgusting.
how close
You
she
have
is to
two
Toronto. We'll have
constituents
20
here
people
that'll
here every
make
day
sure
during the
you
election
speak.
making sure she is absolutely defeated. Like, I have no idea what these people are thinking.
I don't know
We
what to
will
say,
have a
guys.
team.
You guys are busted.
We don't need cars to come here.
Disgusting actions.
You don't need the cars to come here.
Michelle Simson is.
We're learning more and more about Michelle every day.
How can you get reelected based
Your
on
boss is
that?
an immoral person. You guys should
Come
hand in
on.
your resignations and work for somebody.
You should. You should reconsider.
She's attacking
Michelle's
cancer and AIDS patients. This is
dying.
disgusting.
And if you want, I
Sick
will
and
bring
dying
them. I will bring them.
There's nothing else to fight.
And medical marijuana is restrictive enough. For the people that can hear me in the back, they want to tighten the rules.
Yeah.
Could
Why?
we not use the megaphone in our office, please?
Why?
I demand the right to be seen and heard.
You have that right,
Yeah.
but I am asking you.
Actually, we
please,
didn't. You kicked us out a minute ago.
Yeah.
So a minute ago, we didn't
I
have
didn't
that
kick
right.
you out. I didn't do
The
it.
other
I'll let you
gentleman
guys
right
know.
behind you
Does that guy
did,
work
and threatened to call the
He
police.
works
as
in the
well.
office.
We're protesting trying to be heard, as we were just saying, so you're trying
Okay,
to...
you have the right to protest. Just stay out of the office, please. We are recording everything.
Just say
We
you
got the
have
police.
right to be in.
Let the police come and deal with
That's
it.
fine.
Because this is an office. We have people coming in. I'm not trying to stop you what you're trying to do. Please.
This is
This
a
is.
public place. We have every right.
No,
to
we
protest.
see only people by appointment. You are not given any appointment. You
This is
leave the right.
This is
Protesting.
emergency.
Protest.
This is emergency.
Are you paid by the taxpayer?
Protesting.
Yeah, we are allowed to serve the people in the right. You don't live here.
Space.
Yeah, well, he
We're
does and she does.
protesting.
We
So
have
we're
three
representing
constituents
them.
here that would like to make
We're
appointments
peacefully
right now.
protesting.
Emergency.
And if you have to call the police, call them.
You guys are busted.
You're
Thank you.
busted.
Constituents.
Busted.
Exempt too, right?
My friend with the camera. Let me. This
This is fun.
This.
We're gonna be back after the election.
Is tabling a bill right now that has no valid effect to access users, okay? We have issues right now with regard to the time an application is processed, which puts people that access their medication in basically to be incarcerated while they're waiting for the renewals. Health Canada's got big issues with this. Health Canada's got issues with strain selection. Health Canada's got, there's more issues and she should have contacted stakeholders. ATP, PPL, and DG. Federally licensed and exempted in Canada.
I got nothing but time.
Her politics have put a fire in my heart, have endangered the security and safety of my family, and have also compromised the location of my federally exempted garden, which may prove to stop me in my production, which is going to be access that will not be given to people who need their medicine, which is prescribed by their doctors, who are also federally licensed.
Actually, yeah, you're at work, buddy.
I don't know what else to say, guys.
Work hard at
We're very
work.
glad we met you though.